Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, 31,000 of those last butterfly bush sets have already been ordered this season. Now, this one, 44, is that what you told me? 44,000 sets of the hens and chicks have already been ordered this season. I'm not talking about the last 10 seasons. That's just this season. And by the way, we won't get anything more in at this point. What we have is all we have. When they're gone, they're gone. Now these, you have 2 ship dates you can choose from, and that's May 9th, the week of May 9th, or the week of May 23rd. So you decide which time you would like it. But here's the one thing I will tell you. It's $26.95 for 6 of these plants. They're all going to be very different. These are perennials as well that resist the deer. They are drought tolerant. So they're, again, easy to grow. But they're so interesting. So we're going to bring in Devin, and Devin's going to tell us all about this. Devin, Wallene, great to have you. This is Stephanie's brother, Devin. Yep. And Devin, tell us a little bit about these hens and chicks, and why have we sold 44,000 sets?
Hens and chicks, they are the #1 succulent that Roberta's offers. Every single year, our customers go crazy for them, and they sell out every single year. And the reason is because these are the easiest of the easiest plants that we offer. Honestly, they thrive on neglect. You can pop them out of the container, toss them over your shoulder. Wherever they land, they're going to be A-OK. And they're not only going to be okay, they're actually going to thrive. We call them hens and chicks because they have a mama hen, and then the mama hens will start to create all these beautiful little baby chicks. And so when we say that your collection is a 6-piece collection, yes, it is 6 individually planted sections in the tray, but you can see that there's tons of different little baby chicks already starting. Wow. And you can just as easily let these baby chicks stay in kind of a little cluster of a family, or you can just pluck them right off, just like that. Plant this somewhere else, and then this little guy is going to grow into become a mama hen himself, and then produce all the little baby chicks, and the family just continues to grow and grow and grow.
Wow, talk about reproduction. These babies literally reproduce over and over again. Now, there's different plants within this set. Walk me through what those plants are.
Yeah, so we have actually sourced our hens and chicks collection from all over the globe. We've sourced them from North America and South America, Central America, and Europe. Wow. And what we did, we selected the 6 very best varieties for having the most beautiful color, almost a ketchup red, deep burgundies, maroons. Some will even have like a webbing, black tips, silvered foliage. So we've selected the most beautiful colors of any hens and chicks. And we've also selected the varieties that are able to multiply the absolute best. Each one of your 6 plants can easily produce up to 25 times over its size over the course of a season or 2. So that's what I'm talking about when I say they multiply. They just continue to give you more and more beautiful hens and chicks. And remember, these are very winter hardy plants. Winter hardy down to -25 degrees. So you can plant them right out into the garden here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But they're also drought tolerant and heat resistant. So down in Arizona, they're beautiful plants in those hot, sunny areas of the country as well. They really are our #1 succulent that we offer all year round.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are ordering more than one set. Let me ask you, is it better to kind of put all 6 of those varieties in amongst each other? Or if I bought 2 or 3, sets, would I keep all of my, the ones that get the red together or whatever? What do you think is the best thing to do?
Well, that's kind of the cool thing is these actually will ship, when they ship, instant gratification, because they really are truly fully grown. They're just going to continue to multiply. So some of the ways that I love to plant mine personally, I have a very rocky garden bed, and I've kind of situated them at the front of that rocky garden bed. Has awesome drainage. It gets really intense sunlight. It beats down from that southern exposure. Even in the snow, they still look their best. So you can absolutely kind of dot them around the garden. I think that's fantastic. But they're also a really awesome container plant. You know, one thing that I don't like about growing plants in containers in the summertime, you really got to be, you know, for most things, you got to be out with your hose, out with your watering pail pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a little bit more frequency than I like to put on my agenda. That's what I love about the hens and chicks. You have them in a container like that, a beautiful dish, or this is even like a concrete planter. Well, you don't even have to go out and water them. Mother Nature's rainfall is going to be sufficient. Unless you know you're in, you know, having a really intense drought, Mother Nature's rainfall will be enough moisture that you can have a beautiful container on your porch, your patio, and you don't even have to worry about bringing out that hose or that watering pail.
Yeah, these are going quickly. And as I said, we've already sold 44,000 sets just this season. So if you want to try these, would you consider this ground cover or not?
You know, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a ground cover like the time that we saw earlier, because it's not going to, you know, cover huge tracts of space. This is really just like a beautiful accent piece to your hot, sunny garden beds, but they do perfect growing in beautiful patches like that. You can see that's in the wintertime. You know how I know? Because it starts to bring out that burgundy tips. So that's another cool thing about the varieties we've selected is they're actually going to change color during the course of the year. And then in the summertime, they're going to produce flowers. So that's what really makes the Roberta's hens and chicks about 5 or 6 notches above the hens and chicks, those plain Jane green ones you'll find at your box stores or your garden centers.
And that's
it's all about the color, their ability to multiply, their winter hardiness, drought tolerant. These are some of the very best plants you can add to your garden.
And resist deer. So those of us who have a lot of deer around, that makes a big difference. You know, that's why I say Robertas are hard to find, but easy to grow. So that's why they literally went all around the world to find just the right hens and chicks, because there's a lot of different ones. But which ones are going to be the most, I want to say, beautiful to look at or fun to see them change and all of that? Which ones have the most interest? That's the ones you bring to us. Exactly.
That's what we love. You can see the coloration, the texture. They look like they might be spiky, but they're actually absolutely soft. And when I say these can multiply up to 25 times from their original size, what I'm saying is, okay, I just popped one of the 6 out that you're going to receive in the mail. You plant this in a container. You plant this in your hot, sunny garden beds. This is easily going to fill out this entire container by the end of a season or 2. And then once you have it filled out like this, what you can do, you go and you see, oh, little baby chick right here.
Yeah.
Baby chick wants to go become a mama hen herself. So you pluck it off just like that, find somewhere else. Maybe it's a cute old teacup. Maybe it's an old piece of pottery. Plant it in that teacup pottery, add it to your container garden collection, give it away to a friend. It's a plant that just keeps giving and giving and giving.
Wow.
But really the Roberta's difference is the fact that ours have beautiful color. They change color throughout the year.
Look at that.
There you can see all of the different colors combined. It is so stunning.
So about how tall? Like that seems like that's probably the tallest of all the blooms in this one. Is that like about a foot tall or about 8 inches tall?
So for the majority of the year, they'll only be about 2, maybe 3 inches tall. But in the summertime, they'll shoot up these crazy flower spikes like you're seeing there on air. And when they're in flower, yes, they will add a little bit of extra height. But that's only about maybe 6 to 8 weeks throughout the summer. The real beauty is this, the geometry. The difference of colors in every single one of the plants. Changing colors throughout the year. Even in the winter, in the snow, they still look gorgeous. Here, you can see it with the snow.
I know it.
They're never going to leave your garden. That's why gardeners love these. They're so easy. They're perfect for beginners. Expert love the varieties we've selected. You just can't go wrong with them.
I remember last time you and I were talking about these, and you were saying to me, you know, if you ever want to plant something with your grandkids, and you want them to feel very successful, because that's important to be able to have your little gardeners feel successful. This is one that will do it, because you can't go wrong. You can't do it wrong. You know, and they change and they have different colors, and so it's fun. That's one thing that I know I've been thinking about, and so I just really appreciate that. Now, by the way, you can choose 2 different ship dates, May 9th or May 23rd, the week of. Keep in mind that week of May 9th is getting limited. It's going quickly. So if you want to get them in earlier of May or mid-May, you want to take that May 9th date. If you want them later in May, then take the May 23rd date. Now,